Hi guys, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to Love and Info with the one and only Love. I hope that everybody's feeling great. I hope everybody's feeling vibracious. And I hope that everybody's doing what they are supposed to be doing, what they want to do, and that everything that they're doing is aligned with what they want to do for the rest of their lives. Today I'm going to talk about something that it's super important, that has have done wonders for me, and that it's actually kind of trendy, which is a cool thing. Meditation, how to meditate. So I'm going to start telling you guys my first experience with meditation. I was in 10th or 11th grade. I don't know. High school was all just a really big blur for me. But I was in 10th or 11th grade, and I remember Miss Waxler, Ashley Waxler. She was a cool teacher. I don't know if I should tell her whole name. Anyway, oops. But she was a really cool teacher. She was a world history teacher, and she actually will bring in people to teach us how to meditate during her class. They would teach us a couple minutes. And these people came in and they would tell us stuff like this. Concentrate on your breathing. Make sure your back is straight and forward so that you can get in a full breathe in of air without any obstruction. So make sure that you get a breathe in like super deep in, like as much air as you can. Any cavity that you feel comfortable is fine. Your lungs are prepared. And make sure that you can feel that pressure without any obstruction of your body being kind of lump. So if you're like this and you try to breathe in all the way, you're gonna feel like you need to go along with your body so that you can get that perfect straight air in. They would tell us to concentrate on our breathing and that we will have thoughts. Our brain, when we're trying to clear our brain is automatically kind of think of something. And this is the thing about the brain. The brain always wants to know how, when, why, where, where is it going, why. The brain always wants an answer, a reason, a method. That's why this mental dynamics to learn how to operate your brain are very important. So when you explain your brain how to get rid of a thought and you give it a thought process, no matter how much imagination and whimsicality you will put into this dynamic and in your brain to get rid of a thought, your brain will respond to it. Meaning that if you simply try to get rid of a thought, your brain is going to be like, why? Where's this thought going? And why are you trying to get rid of it? How are we going to get rid of it? What is the exact procedure? So you imagine something. What I like to imagine and what I was told to imagine is to put them in an envelope. So you grab the thought itself. Some people may do it as a picture. Some people may do it as a written page. Some people may do it as a simple notion. It all depends how your brain works. So you grab that thought, you acknowledge it. First of all, you have to not be mad at yourself for thinking. That's one thing you cannot do. Every time a thought comes into your head, you cannot aggressively just be like, oh, I need to stop thinking. Because then it's going to boomerang right back to you just as aggressively, and it's going to come right back at you. It's just aggressive because everything around you is a reflection of you, especially in your fucking brain. So you grab this thought and you put it in an envelope and you simply send it away. Or you turn it into a cloud and then you just blow. But when you make these little imaginary dynamics in your head, it really does give you a thought process into clearing your mind. Also, every time you get too caught up into one of these things, you always have your breathing. Your breathing is always your go-to. Filling in your breathing means filling it on the air. If you need to make the air into something physical, think of it as water. Think of it as you inhaling water inside you, and you feel all this water giving you life and freshness inside you. Feeling the pressure of the air inside you while you're trying to not think, it's really cool too, because you have all this air in and you feel this pressure here and here and here. So instead of thinking of something, you try to focus all of the attention on your brain to that pressure inside. And then you lightly hold your breath and then you let it out slowly through your mouth. And then you keep repeating that and repeating that and repeating that. And you achieve some type of concentration. For me, it's very difficult. This is why I have so many fucking tips on it. Oh, by the way, I should have done this at the beginning. I'm so sorry. Sahara, shout out to you. I was telling her how hard it was for me. Sahara is a coworker I have. I was telling her how hard it was for me to meditate, and she was like, well, you should make a video about how to meditate since you know so much about meditating, because it was so fucking hard for you. I was like, oh, good idea. So shout out to you, girl. Anyway, so You concentrate on your breathing. Your breathing is always your go-to. You feel the pressure. Um, you have your explanations of why and where the thoughts are going. Another thing is to think of it as water, as something solid filling in your body. Another one is the air outside. Think of it as seats for thoughts and emotions that you can implant any kind of DNA you want into them, meaning that all the air you breathe in, you can you can you can invade it with positive information, meaning while you're breathing in your air, think something very positive. And imagine that all that air is that your computer, and all that air is that positive coding that you just put into the air, going into your brain and your lungs and staying there. So perhaps you want to maybe say some affirmations. I am love, I am light, I am a reflection of you and I am serene, I surrender to my higher power. I I am relaxed. I am letting go of everything that is negative to me. You say things like that, and it's really programming your brain. And if you give it that dynamic and you believe in it, it's how your brain is gonna fucking work. Your brain is really a fool. It'll do anything you tell it. Absolutely anything. You're the smart one. Your brain is nothing but a tool for your subconscious to be able to turn everything else into reality, I believe. Um, Also, that those affirmations work wonders for me. I mean, affirmations, whenever my head is just everywhere and I'm really worried about something and I know I'm not going to be able to concentrate on stuff, I just keep telling myself affirmations in my head over and 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 over. Same affirmations. Pick your best one. Sometimes I do some really long ones just so that I can really concentrate, and at least you have a positive head pondering in your head and resonating for a positive, higher, better self. The really long one that I do, that I wrote, that I like is my my energy is fluid like a river that influences the vast ocean of my subconscious positively. My energy is fluid like a river that influences the vast ocean of my subconscious positively. So that's a really long one, and I even have difficulty saying it, but just to concentrate on it in my head and it being a positive information and idea and positive programmation to your brain. It's not negative, so therefore it's well, not therefore, but it is a good thing. There's all kinds of breathing. Oh damn, 8 minutes. Wow, this is a long video. I haven't talked this much for a long time. And actually just enjoyed telling you guys all this information. I hope that I'm not boring the shit out of you guys. Or I hope that even if you guys got to 4 minutes, you guys got something out of it, because this has helped me out so much. I still have some quotes to read from this book that I got for my birthday. So another exercise that really helps me out during the day, because I cannot meditate for long periods of time, I try to look for short breathing exercises that help me achieve that mental clearness and concentration, especially because I am a person that overanalyzes things so much during my day that I need to do a reset on my brain every once in a while in busy spaces where it involves of me to keep moving fast with the speed. So I need to find those strategies to calm my brain quick. One of them is that whenever I feel like I'm getting out of route or I'm getting this concentrated or unfocused, I take myself sometimes and I breathe in, and while my air is in, because the air is that programmation. Remember, I'm a computer, and all that is fresh data that you can code to whatever you want and make your brain think whatever you want. So I ask myself, is everything that I'm doing aligned with my higher self and purpose? Is every move that I am making correlated to what I want to do for the rest of my life? And that helps me keep focused during the day, and it gives me that main clarity of mind. Another thing is, I learned this really cool one. One's fun. This was fun. This is called Angry Dragon. I saw this in Sage. I read this in Sage. Sage is the app that helps me out a lot. So you're breathing really hard while doing this, and it helps you breathe hard because it opens up the insides. And you do it really. I can't do it right now because my nose is stuffed. So if I do it, I'm afraid a bunch of mocos are gonna come out. But you're supposed to just really fast with your nose, and a lot of the times You just need fucking oxygen in the brain. A lot of people think most of the stuff is like spiritual. No, bitch. It's fucking it's health, it's body, it's what you need. You need fucking oxygen in your brain. You ever doing a test or something really fucking boring that you need to think a lot in and you start falling asleep? Guess what? You're falling asleep because you're fucking thinking too much and you're forgetting about fucking breathing. Anyway, breathe. Just fucking breathe. I'm gonna read one quote from here and then we're done. Okay. I'm not sure what this book is. It's like a bunch of I know I do know what this book is about. It's a bunch of quotes, short quotes of how to or affirmations or how to meditate, or how to do like breathing exercises. Do just one thing at a time. Keep your mind in the present. Practice doing it more slowly, with more intention and more awareness and respect. Oh, that one's a really good one. So trying to stay in the present moment. I do that one a lot too. So when I can meditate, what I do is that I breathe in really hard and do all that pressure thing inside and then leave it in for 7 seconds inside me. And then slow breathing out slow and repeatedly keep on holding my breath in for 7 seconds until I get a little lightheaded. And it grounds you. It really does just grounds you, you know? So it's a good thing. It really helps you come back into the present moment to make better decisions. It's better to think of the future when you're in the present because then you know how things will affect the present and the future and then vice versa, all of that shit. And to do with more awareness and respect, to have respect for your present, to know that your present is worth it and that you need to be there. It's a really cool thing. Thanks, book. Anyway, we're all stars. Let's fucking meditate and stay shining. Bye.